Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you're here. One of the things about this channel is that we may get a little bit messy. And so today is probably going to be uh, maybe just a scale of one on the messy scale, just like a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about anxiety and depression. So if this is a trigger for you, then this is your official trigger warning. Um, I was actually diagnosed with anxiety when I was 17. And it wasn't really a diagnosis because back then they didn't really diagnose it, they didn't have a name for it. But I'll never forget, I was actually in California visiting my mother, and I ended up in the emergency room as I had before, and the doctor was standing at the foot of the bed, and he was like rubbing my feet and telling me what was going on with my body. And that was the first time that I actually, probably in my entire life, felt seen. And we got me on medication. I went on Prozac, which oddly enough, I'm on Prozac now. So it's kind of come full circle. Uh, and everything seemed to be okay, at least when I was younger. I mean, I had panic attacks occasionally, um, but I would say as I entered more into adulthood, the anxiety and depression started becoming a bit more of an issue. And about, oh goodness, maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I was hospitalized for the first time, and I did an intensive outpatient program for a couple of weeks, and everything then was great again for a while. And then I guess about 2 years ago, I had to go back. And I always liken the depression and anxiety, if you've seen Harry Potter, the Dementors, that to me is exactly what it feels like. That's the way it looks. Like when I saw that in the movie, I was like, "That's it. That's my depression. That's it right there." And then also they suck out the whole life of you and you feel like you're never gonna be happy again, but if you eat some chocolate, then it's fixed. So, kinda close. Um, so so yeah, it's something that I am very active in every day. I'm very active in my mental health. I take stock, I do self-care, I try not to push myself, but in times like these, being 53, balding, kind of fat, growing a beard, um, and out of work. I'm not feeling really good about myself, not feeling really positive. And I'm lucky that I have an amazing husband, and we'll talk about him more later, but incredibly lucky for that. But as I'm going into the weekend, I want to just kind of talk a little bit so I can get some of what's been weighing on my heart today out of my bones. It's just, I got crap in my bones. And one of those things is the fear, I guess, of my future and what's gonna happen. It's making me very, very anxious and very depressed. I've started YouTube channels, and I've tried to go that route, and I keep searching for jobs. I send out 20, 30 resumes a day just hoping someone will see me. But so far, I just kind of feel like everything I'm doing and everything I've done is just shit. It's just not good enough. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And I spend my days at home alone waiting for my husband to get home so that I can feel something. I enjoy doing the YouTube. I enjoy doing the videos. I enjoy doing all of that a lot, but I just don't feel like I'm contributing much right now. I have a feeling this video is kind of rambling, and I do apologize, but thank you for being here for me and with me. Um, I always tell people that live with anxiety and depression, and I also say live with it. I don't say suffer from it because I do. I live with it. I live with my anxiety. I live with my depression, and I've lived successfully with it for 35 years, 35 years. Oh gosh. Damn, I'm a fucking warrior. Oh my God. Fuck yeah, I'm strong. Woo! But yes, so I don't suffer with it. I don't suffer from it. I live with it. And apparently I've lived with it pretty freaking successfully. Uh, I had a point and it went away. Oh, I do normally tell people, you're not alone. You're not alone. Reach out if you need help. But the thing is that I can never do those things. And I do feel alone. And I don't want to reach out for help because I don't have a solid friend base of people that I feel I could reach out to. And my family, I feel, has been through this for so long, apparently 35 years, that I don't want to burden them. I don't want to burden anyone. I'm so tired of feeling like I'm a burden to people for something that I can't control. Um, but I do feel it, and I am feeling it, and I'm doing everything that I can to keep out of that rabbit hole. Because once you get in that rabbit hole, it gets harder and harder to claw yourself out. So I am pulling out my little mental health backpack that I've got. It's literally a box of handouts and papers and things that I did when I was in the hospital, and books and scents and smells and just all kinds of things that can kind of take my mind off of the future, right? Because if you worry about the future, that's what gives you anxiety. And if you worry about the past, that's what tends to give you depression. And I have both. So what I need to do is get present. I need to um, maintain that focus and get in the present. Mindfulness, right? That's what they call it, mindfulness. I need to be mindful and get in the present. Again, I have no idea if any of what I'm saying is making sense, but I know that I want to just, I guess, just say what I just said. Um, that I'm struggling, that it's hard, that my body's changing in ways that I don't like. Uh, and it just seems like everything all at once is kind of coming into this, I don't know, trifecta of hell. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, I guess it's just a part of growing older, but um, I I feel I feel like eventually I will be okay. It's just that walking through hell to get there is it's starting to really wear on me. It's starting to really wear on me. But I know a lot of people are in my situation, and hopefully those people will find me and we can commiserate and they can laugh at my silly videos that will be coming. I just wasn't feeling very silly today. So I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm just going to call it a day. And I just made myself a fresh coffee. Now you're going to say, oh, if you've got anxiety, then you shouldn't be drinking coffee. It's decaf. And it is like my last vice that I have. I don't have any vices except for my coffee. I had weight loss surgery. Talk about that in another one too. But so since then, it's been 6 years, 7 years. I don't eat hardly any carbs because they make me sick. I don't eat sugar. Haven't had like refined sugar in forever. No soda, nothing bubbly. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. I quit smoking. I don't do anything but coffee. So judge if you must. Judge if you must. But judge while I'm drinking. Coffee. Yeah, that was kind of snarky of me. Sorry. Not really sorry, but sorry. All right, so I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you go into your weekend and it's rejuvenating for you, and that you have tons and tons of belly laughs. Thank you for being here with me. Take care.